And welcome to Football Canapes for this match of the Premier League weekend between Spurs and Arsenal from the White Hart Spurs and Arsenal from the White Hart Spurs and Arsenal from the White Hart Lane. And yeah, so really excited about this one match of the weekend, as I have already said, and really of the weekend, as I have already said, and yeah, so getting ready for the same, and yeah, so I'm pretty sure you can see the team news alongside me, and this is going to be an exciting match. Really is going to be an exciting match. Arsenal come into this game slightly weakened, if you ask me, and we'll be talking about the team news. Arsenal, as we have all heard over the last couple of weeks, Arsenal fans have been, you know, really talking about talking about the stuff that has been going on in the and like in the world of football, as if hell has broken loose, the earth has fallen through and whatnot. I mean, just one of their player gets suspended, which I think the rule was applied correctly, and it's as if I don't know what has happened, and yeah, so about half an hour before the match begins, we'll be talking about loads of stuff, including what happened yesterday in the Premier League, Liverpool losing, Chelsea winning against all the odds, and a lot of stuff we will be touching on, and we will be talking about the team news, the things that have happened, you know, in between the international break, a couple of injuries for Arsenal players. I'm pretty sure my Odegaard is going to be out, and who else? Rice is suspended. Mikel Merino is injured. So these are some of the things that we will be touching base on. Let's just talk about the team news in particular for this game, because I am not too sure about the team news as well, and I don't want any assumptions. Ideally, I should have looked at both the teams, and should have looked at both the teams, but haven't. So let's talk about the let's just let's just talk about the team news. Here is the team news. I'm pretty sure you can see the team news on your screens. These pictures have been taken from club's official Twitter account, so I'm like it doesn't get any more. It's not rumors or anything else. It's the team news which is now out. So talk about the home team first. Guillermo Vicario, the Italian keeper, is in goal. Pedro Porro, who had his birthday today, oh sorry, 2 days ago, is at right back. Christian Romero and Mickey Van de Ven, who's back. Uh, Destiny Udogi as well. Dejan Kulusevski, who was the captain for Sweden in their two wins over the weekend or over the last couple of weeks. James Madison, Brennan Johnson, Dominic Solanke, who I think has his birthday today. It's Dominic Solanke's birthday, so happy birthday to him. And club captain Heung Min Son. So they've really as strong a lineup as Tottenham can put out. Really, really strong. I mean, in terms of players, they can't go any stronger than this. I don't think there's any injury I mean, like certainly not in terms of the first 11. And then we have Arsenal. Let's go through their team. David Raya in goal. Uh, Ben White at right back. Saliba and Gabriel at centre halves. The two positions, Julian Timber at left back. I was thinking maybe Tomiyasu or someone else will start, but Timber is good. No Calafiori, not on the bench either. So no Calafiori. Thomas Partey, Jorginho, and Trossard. So no Odegaard, no Marino, and no Declan Rice. So that's a very sort of a lightweight midfield. Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. I think will play up top for Tottenham. I mean, like this is a pretty decent sort of a pretty decent sort of a lineup for Spurs, given their given their team. Arsenal usually play 4-3-3, but I have a feeling that this sounds more like a 4-2-3-1. Jorginho on party sitting and protecting the back four, and then three behind Kai Havertz, the main striker, in Trossard, Saka, Martinelli, and let's just look at the two benches. Foster in goal, formerly of Newcastle. Jet Spence, Ben Davis, Dragoshin, who did reasonably well at St James's Park against Newcastle. Newcastle United you know, playing later today against Wolves at Molineux. So that will be a good game as well for viewers to watch of the Premier League. And so that's the bench. Archie Gray, who's a good player. His brother is Harry Gray, is also a very good player, 17 years old, and Pep Sar, Bergwall, Odegaard, and Timo Werner is on the bench as well. As far as Arsenal's bench, dear oh dear, there's very little on there. Kivior, I mean Kesuri, or however you want to pronounce it. Lewis Kelly, Sterling, and Veneri. Thanks, Jordan. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for subscribing. And yeah, uh, really good to see uh, subscribers coming and subscribing to the channel. So that's excellent news. And that's I mean like really lovely to see um, great to catch up with fellow. So you create content for sports. I am guessing Sports Hub. So do send me a link. I'll give your channel a subscribe, a follow as well. So that's if that if that can help. So do send me a link. I'm not sure why the chat is not going up. So I mean like so mods I don't know much about. Maybe we can talk about it later. So uh, I I I don't have a particular moderator for my personal channel either. So it's a one man show basically. And yeah, so let's just talk about this first, and then we can come back to that, Jordan, if you want. Uh, so that's yeah. Just let me just get back to the team news first, and then we can talk about other stuff as well. And we will definitely. Okay. That's not an issue, and and that's not an issue. Anyways, we'll talk about it later, maybe, if that's okay. Let's just talk about the team news, firstly, and then we can maybe talk about it later. So yeah, so what was I talking about? The team news. The team news is right there with us, and the team news is there right with us. Maybe Jordan, we will definitely talk about it later, and yeah, sure. So great to catch up with the fellow content creators. Just do let me know which sport you create content about, whether it's football or something else. So yeah, so this match, I mean, about 20 minutes to go before it kicks off, before it kicks off, and before it kicks off, and and we will uh, I mean, last time round Arsenal beat Spurs at White Hart Lane 3-2. It was a good game. Arsenal went into a 3-0 lead before half time, and then Spurs came back to make it 3-2, and then it was I mean it was I mean, like, a good game to watch. I saw the whole thing, and yeah, so it really was a good game. These North London derbies usually are good games, and so that's the team news. Raheem Sterling is on Arsenal's bench. Raheem Sterling is on Arsenal's bench, and and I mean, formerly of Chelsea. So I mean, uh, Spurs fan are definitely they'll definitely not be big fans of Raheem Sterling, given his history, Manchester City, Liverpool, and other stuff as well. So uh, that's that, that's the one thing. And now he's playing for their rights in Hull. So it's it's so that's the thing. And yeah, so um I mean, Arsenal fans. I mean, I have a poll running. Arsenal fans, everyone who's watching, I have a poll running in my chat. If you take part, and 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 I mean, for me, I am going to go with a draw. I have voted in this poll, and I just think that Arsenal will find it tough with the midfield, and I'm like, I have completely forgotten about the the Spurs midfield, actually. So Bentancur and Madison, and I mean, a really attacking midfield, just Bentancur sitting, and this is I mean, this could lead to Spurs being really open in their midfield. I am going to go uh, with a draw in this game. I just think that Arsenal's midfield is slightly weak, and they will struggle. Uh, I mean, Spurs will dominate possession, and you know, they have the real ability to hit hit Arsenal. Where it can hurt. Arsenal's defense is quite strong though, so they could very well struggle. They could very well struggle against uh, in scoring that kind of game. Basically, there are four center halves who are playing for Arsenal in Ben White, who's primarily a centre half. He at Brighton he played as a midfielder. He also played as a midfielder. So, I mean, it's 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 I mean it's going to be tough for Spurs to break them down, but I am backing them to do something positive in this game. Last time round, Spurs, I watched them because I am a Newcastle fan. I watched them live. They were unlucky to lose against the against Newcastle United at St James's Park. They dominated possession, had a ton of shots, and in the end, a great through ball by Joe Linton and a great cross by Jacob Murphy led to Isaac's goal, and Spurs were at the end of a you know undeserving defeat, if I can call it. So that's the whole thing. I wanted to talk about other stuff as well, like what happened yesterday, Liverpool losing, but I doubt I have time to talk about it. Just 12 minutes to go. I wanted to touch on how Declan Rice's absence will affect Arsenal's mobility in midfield. Both teams are really going for it. Are absolutely going for it. It's like no holds barred approach from both teams, and both no holds barred, and like I make it like nine out and out attacking players who are playing for both teams. You look at Spurs midfield. I mean, there's no Bissouma. I don't think he's even on the bench. There's no one to control the Tottenham midfield. No, Bentancur likes to attack. Kulusevski is an attacker. Madison likes to attack. So who's going to protect the damn back four? And Spurs back four is, usually like Dutch cheese, which where everything can just pass by, and like there are so many holes in it. And us have gone in with the 4-2-3-1 formation uh, where Partey, Jorginho, I don't know if he has the legs to compete with the likes of Arsenal. Spurs midfielder, which are going to come at him from all angles. Yes, he can dictate the state of play with his passing, his intelligent passing, whether it be, like sideways, backwards, forwards. Jorginho is a good replacement, but he's no Declan Rice. Legs are needed in midfield because Johnson, Solanke, Son, Madison, Kulusevski, they are going to attack, and I'd be very surprised if this game finished nil-nil. It's I'm like it's I mean, like, if I had to put money on it, I'd say nil-nil is a score that you can completely rule out. I think there will be goals, at least three, and maybe even five. The defense, Arsenal's defense is, in my opinion, a lot stronger, but is Arsenal's attack a lot stronger than Spurs? I don't particularly think so. So we'll wait and find out about that. About 9 minutes to go. About 9 minutes to go uh, for this game to So there are I mean, like, there are going to be loads of chances, and if you if you if you and if you love good attacking football, then this is a game for you, and this is what we all want. This is what we all want, and hopefully, hopefully we will get what we want. That's plenty of goals. I have previously said on my shows that on my shows that I don't mind nil-nil games as long as games are entertaining and and there's a story to it, if I can say. Like, you can I mean, like, there's an angle to it, like a good side defending against a really strong side. Like Arsenal went to Etihad Stadium and defended for their lives, that ways, and that way. So as long as there's a rhyme and a reason for the whole thing, then I don't particularly mind it. But let's just check out where we are in terms of the teams, where they where they stand. Still a bit of a break, so I'd 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 you know usually you can make you can make out like how the teams are going to do or go in the game. And I mean there has been a lot of criticism of Ange Postecoglu as well in the recent past, and Ange Postecoglu in the recent past, and this team, if and there's you cannot always rule out a chance. If there's a chance that if if Spurs are beaten badly in this game, then the pressure on Postecoglou is going to mount, because because I mean the way he has been playing, the way the way Spurs you know have been conceding goals, and there's no change in the system as such, then the criticism is going to come, and you can't escape it. You can't escape it. It's going to ramp up, and yeah. So interesting to see how Spurs deal with the whole situation, and how Spurs deal with the whole situation, and how his players react, how his players react to um, how his players react to the whole situation. Uh, the players, I'm pretty sure, are out on the pitch, and the North London derby. I'll will definitely get some stats from the broadcasters. Um, I mean, as I said, for me, both teams are going in with the two different sorts of two different sorts of uh, agendas, and mindsets. Even if Arsenal play the victim card, that we were robbed, we our players were suspended. I mean, like, unnecessarily, when other players are getting away with it, then 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 I'm afraid Arsenal have got a whole new thing coming up, and and they might be in for a shock as well. So both teams are now in the tunnel, uh, and are now in the tunnel waiting to come out. Uh, Jorginho is the captain for Arsenal. strange that in that I didn't expect him to be the captain, and didn't expect. But then I guess he might be the only choice that he might be the only choice that Arsenal have, and yeah, you can't knock the decision of Mikel Arteta, who I think is a reasonably good coach. I mean, like any manager who spends money is I mean, like so. Just to let you know, the teams here is the team news for the game, and here's the team news for the game. Just go through it, just to let you know, just to that's the team news, and and like once again, a really poor bench for Arsenal. So not many options to change the to change things around if need be, and if need be and and if need be the changes. I mean, only Raheem Sterling is there, and I'm not sure what has happened to my television, but yeah. Uh, so hopefully, once again, praying for a good game. Arsenal have won last five of the seven, North London derbies in this in Premier League, and Son has scored 8 goals in the North London derby. So game is about to kick off. Dejan Kulusevski is ready. Bentancur is ready. I mean, like looks like good weather. Rodrigo Bentancur looks like he is recovered significantly from the concussion that he suffered, and concussion that he suffered and concussion that he suffered, and is now ready. So just to come back to this, and yeah, so uh, the game is about to start. Jared Gilley, who's from Australia, if you don't know, is the referee for this. Is the referee for this game. Is the referee for this game. Arsenal were during the week disallowed to play in their home kit of red and white, and they are playing in their away jersey, the black away jersey. So that's uh, I mean, you could consider it a blow or something like that, and I mean, not really. They are, I'm pretty sure, used to playing in their away jersey. So Arteta and Postecoglu hugging each other, one significantly older than the other one, and yeah, so Ange greeting almost everyone in the Arsenal dugout. Arsenal playing in all black, Spurs in their home jersey, the White Hart Lane Stadium or the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is all in readiness. Once again, a really exciting game. Spurs, their midfield worries me, and Arsenal to kick off. They have kicked off, and really absolutely looking forward to it. Once again, will request you to do join me in the chat. Let's or let's make it interactive if possible. If not, fine, fair enough. Your choice. You are the Arsenal with within sort of an attempt straight away, and Havertz. So Arsenal have a corner. We saw last time round at White Hart Lane, Arsenal caused chaos from corners. They scored from two corners. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who's now at Atletico Madrid, he scored an own goal. Havertz scored, and Ben White, uh, he was uh, cleared away by Spurs. So looks like they have learnt their lesson. And oh, could have been risky risky for Arsenal or for Spurs, and yeah. So I mean, just the first few minutes, and attack is the going to be the form of defense. I think we can safely say that, and yeah. So let's see how it goes. Uh, Spurs on 4 points, Arsenal on seven. Arsenal could conceivably go to 10 points and second in the table if they win. Spurs could climb up to, I'm not sure how high they can climb. I mean, they can certainly overtake Chelsea maybe on goal difference. And yeah, so it will be interesting to see how uh, Odogi coming forward. His role will be pivotal as well in the game. First cross of the game. First cross of the game. That was a dangerous situation. And Spurs have recycled possession. Now Christian Romero near the halfway line. Oh, ball. Misunderstanding between Spurs players. Saka, Havertz. Oh, Spurs win the ball back. That's a foul. Last night we saw Anthony Taylor dish out cards after cards after cards, and hopefully we don't see that many cards. Oh. I mean, Spurs have started like the home team, and Spurs have started like the home team, and and good ball can be. Oh, good save from David Raya, good save from David Raya, and good save there by David Raya from Kulusevski. I think it was Son's cross and Kulusevski with a left-footed shot, and Spurs very nearly opened the scoring here. Spurs' first corner. wasted. Poor corner from James Madison, who, I mean, rightly has been criticized. But oh, ball! Oh, Vicario sweeps up. Vicario sweeps up, and that's a good ball. I mean, difficult ball to control, but Spurs have had the best chance of the game so far. So far, must say. David Raya, I mean, like it was a good save, but a routine save that he should make, and he did. Good defending there by Saka, who came back. Good defending there by Saka, who came back, and yeah. So my green tea is finished now. Another corner to Spurs. Martinelli this time getting back, and Martinelli this time getting back, and yeah. So Arsenal are struggling so far. Spurs have started much the brighter of the two teams. Dejan Kulusevski, the Sweden captain, has had the best chance of the game. Here comes the corner. Ooh, just over Romero's head. Oh, saved by Raya again. I mean, I'm not sure if that was going in, but it might have been going to a Spurs player. It might have been going to a Spurs player. So uh, that's that's the thing. And yeah, it was going to Kulusevski, straight to Kulusevski, who would have had uh, who would have had a tap in. So Spurs have started much the brighter of the two teams, and started much the brighter of the two teams, and Spurs have had. Oh, here goes Saka, right-footed. Oh, good defending Romero or Bentoncourt was it? I mean, like Spurs have started really well, but Arsenal with Saka nearly there. I mean, 10 minutes gone. This game is warming up nicely, and this game is warming up nicely, and yeah, this game is warming up nicely. But Spurs have started like a house on fire. Their previous home game, they beat what's their name? Everton 4-0. Everton, although have been a bit of a basket case, they become the first team ever to lose two games after two games back to back after 2-0 up. They lost to Bournemouth at home, then they lost to Aston Villa yesterday. So Spurs beat Everton 4-0 at White Hart Lane, and in this game Spurs have started really well, really well. But both teams have had chances. Kulusevski the best chance for Raya, and for Spurs, and and I mean, like that cross come shot, although that was not particularly chance, but a dangerous situation which could have amounted to a decent shot. But in the end, good defending there by either Romero or Bentancur. Wasn't Porro. I don't think it was Porro, but good defending it was nonetheless. And a foul on Son. I think a foul on Son, and so far so good. The game has been really exciting. And do subscribe to the channel. Do get involved in the chat, and do share if you want. Jared Gilley laying down the marker to James Madison for this free kick. For this free kick. Hopefully, Madison can do better this time from his free kick than he did for the corner that he dished up. And yeah, 11 minutes gone. You know, more than enough time to cast. Uh, provide an opinion on how the teams have been doing. More or less, Spurs, the dominant team. Spurs have been the dominant team, and Spurs have been dominant team. They have had the best chances. They have been playing their way, and Arsenal's lack of first choice midfield, maybe, just maybe, is coming home and coming home to roost. And yeah, not sure what has happened there, but Julian Timber and Brennan Johnson getting involved. So apologies about that. Some course to take care of, and we haven't seen much of Solanke so far, and there have been attacking phases of play, but Solanke has been has a chance perhaps for Arsenal. Cross comes in, oh, headed away, and Porro gets it further away. So free kick Spurs, free kick to Spurs, and yellow card for Arsenal's central defender, that is William Saliba. I mean, dangerous thing to get booked in the first quarter of the game. and and I mean, once again, the same issue as Rice delaying the start of a free kick, and Arsenal's pass accuracy is relatively low. If you ask me, 72% is the pass accuracy for Arsenal, 93 for Spurs. But then that explains the domination that Spurs have had in this game so far, and and yeah. So I mean, and like the game in the last 6 or 7 minutes has died a bit in the last 6 or 7 minutes. If you ask me, there's not much happening. A lot of niggly fouls being given away. I mean, if I were to say, like, what would be, who would be, which manager would be happy with a draw? You'd say neither. But if I said just choose one manager who would be happy with a draw out of the two, Arteta or Chance Timber. Oh, Timber's shot is blocked, and 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 like given the fact that Manchester City won yesterday and Manchester City won yesterday, so Arsenal have to win. They go to Manchester City's stadium next weekend. Ange Postecoglu has had a terrible start to the season. So I just don't know if the draw does. Oh, saved on the line. Saved on the line. Arsenal appealing for a handball. Havertz's header saved on the line. I'm not sure whether it was the goal. I mean, saved on the line. I don't think it was the goalkeeper. Might have been the defender. No, both actually. The goalkeeper palms it to the defender. Porro, I think it was, and I mean, the shot I think was saved by Vicario. So just asking you, who do you think will be the happier of the two managers if this game ends in a draw, whether it be a nil-nil draw? Oh, good skill, Son beats White, beats White, and so which manager do you think will be happier with the draw? I just can't pick one. I'm like maybe Postecoglou. I mean, like Arsenal have a good record in this game. So yeah. I mean, if I just say 49.5, 50.5, that's what I'd say that Postecoglou will be the happier of two managers. Oh, chance, bad defending. Martinelli! Oh, poor effort. Poor effort from Gabriel Martinelli. That should have been 1-0 to Arsenal. Dreadful defending by Porro. Absolutely calamitous defending, and that should have been 1-0 to that should have been 1-0 to Arsenal, but straight to Vicario. And like after a 5 to 6 minutes lull, the game is picking up. Both teams have had chances. Both teams actually have had good chances to work the keeper even harder and to work the keeper harder, and both have failed to both have failed to come up with I mean testing efforts, if I can say. But both teams looking dangerous. Midfield was an area of concern for me for both teams, and you can see that a lot of. I mean, it's not like there's no midfield as such, but yeah. So, which manager do you think is will be happy with a draw? I've given you my answer slightly by the skin of. I mean, like it's like Very hard to choose, but I'd say Postecoglu rather than Arteta. Spurs have been dominating possession, 20 minutes played. Oh, is that a foul? Not given. I mean, if not given, then it's not in the D, so won't be checked by VAR. Won't be checked by VAR. And shoot, no, goes wide. Madison deflected. Should be Raya's. Oh, foul given by referee Gillette. Dominic Solanke on the keeper. I mean, the ball still didn't go in for Dominic Solanke. So, I mean, I just think one goal will bring in a spade of goals in this game and Spurs playing dangerous game, passing in their own box, and Udogi not sure what was he doing there. Mickey Vendeven telling his Italian teammate, I mean, like, this Italian, one is Dutch. So, so guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and vote in the poll, which you should be able to see. Martinelli with a very weak effort, poor effort. I mean, like, he should be taking lessons from Thierry Henry. And yeah, so Saka with the corner from that misunderstanding between Mickey Vendeven and oh, Vicario clears. Oh, good effort. Good effort. Saka crosses. Oh, saved by Vicario. I mean, like, Arsenal have had a couple of good chances in the last few minutes, and have had a couple of good chances. Oh, here's a chance, Kulusevski. Oh, overrun by Son. The bounce did him very little favors, very few favors, if I can correct myself. So, a lovely day in London. Sun is shining, green grass, blue sky, stadium filled. That's why. And like sometimes I watch English sports in sitting here in India, and I'm like the weather in England is so good on good days. The the blue skies, the green grass, everything is just superb. It's just superb, and yeah. So Michael Arteta mouthing off to the Johnson. I mean Johnson, not too sold on him. Brennan Johnson, not sure if he's the quality that some of the other big teams would want. Some of the other big teams would want, and yeah, Son is getting on a bit. He's now what 29, 30, and Madison has had two poor seasons, one with Leicester, one with Spurs, and this season he hasn't done anything in particular. Solanke, I mean, there was a season when Bournemouth were relegated. Solanke scored just one or two goals. So is Solanke the answer for Spurs? I'm not too sure about that either. So there are a lot of issues regarding Spurs and their players and their ability to compete for top four. In my eyes, a lot of people see them as, oh, catch, Raya, good catch, Raya. Although any keeper worth their salt should be catching these balls out, but I mean, easy to mess. Here's Udogi. He did well against France in the. Oh, Udogi! Oh, you idiot! You should have shot. Holland is coming. Oh, you mean in in case of you mean in case of you mean in case of Solanke? I somehow doubt that. I doubt. I doubt. No, I am not doubting that. I'm not doubting that. Why is it? Why is the chat not loading? So, oh, achha, oh, I now I get it. That's the name. Oh, so what would be your point? And I'm like, I mean, for me, Spurs have been the better of two teams. Would you agree? I thought, I thought like you commenting about Dominic Solanke, so I didn't know that was the whole name thing. So, so yeah, I'm like header and oh, just wide from Solanke, just wide from Solanke, just wide from Solanke, and like the game has really picked up for me. Spurs getting a lot of chances ever since that Martinelli chance. We've seen very little between. I mean, like since ever since that Martinelli chance, there's been very little that Arsenal have had to offer. So, so yeah. I mean, let's check out the poll. How that is going? So, a lot of people think that Arsenal will win. I have my doubts. I have my doubts, but we'll see. I thought that Bournemouth will win yesterday, but Chelsea, who is chance for Arsenal perhaps? Oh, Spurs break it, and Spurs on the counter now. They are like what, six on what, five? Five. I mean, Arsenal have now got the numbers back, and yeah, Arsenal's numbers are back. The defense is now right sorted. What, three, four, five in the back line. I'm not sure who else is dropping back in the back line. Thomas Partey perhaps. So, so guys, do vote in the poll. Let me see where you are at. I just think that a draw will be the result for this game, and and yeah, that's what I think. And here's the cross. Oh, Solanke nearly, and it was like a carbon copy of what happened in the first couple of minutes. Now Son, Udogi should have shot. Here's Madison. Ah, I mean, good defending there by Arsenal. Here's another cross. Over and out from I mean, we've seen very little of Madison as well, Brennan Johnson, Heung-min Son. So it's not been the best as far as Arsenal are concerned. Spurs have been a bit better of the two teams, but a bit better. I mean, marginally better, but I mean they have had the majority of chances. They've had the majority of chances. Lee Carsley is in the stands watching Don Solanke, James Madison, and who else is English? I mean, just Saka as well. Ben White, he's no longer. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. And who else? Saka, Ben White play. So maybe these guys. Lee Castley is watching interim English manager. England got two wins. One against Greece. No, not Greece. One against Finland and one against Republic of Ireland. Imagine Declan Rice and Declan Rice and Jack Grealish scoring against their countries effectively. And half an hour has been played. Arsenal last time round they were already 2-0 in this. They were already 2-0 up in this game. In this game, as in last season, they went on to win 3-2. We've seen very little of Kai Havertz as well, and we've seen very little of Kai Havertz as well. And here's a chance for Arsenal to put a cross in the box. Julian Timber again cuts back, and Arsenal have a corner. Julian Timber signed last season, was injured for most of the season. He recovered from the ACL injury. Do you know that he has a twin brother as well, Quinton Timber, uh, who's a very good footballer as well in his own right. Quinton Timber, uh, twin brother. They're not exactly identical twins, or maybe they are. I just remember a picture of their I saw where I couldn't recognize which one of them was Julian Timber and which one was Quinton Timber. So, but both of them are international. I mean, Spurs still struggling with corners, and another corner to Arsenal. Guys, if I may request a subscription, it's free of cost, doesn't cost anything. So if you may, so corner to Arsenal to be taken by Bukayo Saka in swinging corner. Let's see if Arsenal can make this corner count. So the aim for today is to make it to 400 subscribers if possible. Relatively new channel, so that's my humble request. Here comes the corner from. Here comes the corner and taken shot. I mean, I have never liked short corners. Basically have never liked short corners. It just irritate the hell out of me. These short corners, and I mean, and yeah, not sure what to say. But here's a chance. Martinelli, oh, again poor. I mean, what has happened to Trossard? Why haven't I seen Trossard in the game? Oh, not sure what has happened there. Oh, there's been a fight. There's been a fight. And maybe there's a card. Maybe there's a red, yellow. I'm not sure what has happened there. But a fight seems to have broken out between both sets of players. And 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 yeah, so VAR check will probably come into the question, and I'm not sure what happens. Pedro Porro down injured. Timber, who I was just talking about, Julian Timber has been booked. VAR check is going on. So Jared Gillett and like we'll never hear the and from Arsenal fans if something uh, worse happens for Timber. I mean both sets of players got involved. Yet Timber I think has been booked, yellow carded he has been, and and oh that's a bad challenge. I won't be surprised if this card is upgraded, and uh, and I mean like there were maybe bad intentions there from Timber, and a yellow card has been given. I mean that could have been red. I am not a referee as such, but I know the rules. I've read the rules. I've applied the rules as well, and applied the rules as well. So that ways, I mean like I mean Timber. I mean both teams getting involved. I mean, this game is made for a Trossard kind of a goal. If if that happens, then it'll be interesting certainly. And Vicario has been as well. So how many cards is it now? How many cards do we have? And I'm not sure if Romero has been booked as well. Guys, do drop in a like. Helps spread the video out. And I mean like it's what Timber. I mean like how does he get away with this? They're showing the replay, and oh, Mickey Van de Ven taking chances. Mickey Van de Ven taking chances, and and yeah, Timber maybe he um, should have been more careful, really aggressive, trying to be more loyal than the king maybe. I mean Arsenal lucky to be still 11 men, to have still got 11 men on the pitch, and Saka. I mean, Leandro Trossard is he even playing? I have not even seen Trossard, and very little of him, and this is turning into a heated sort of a game. I'll try and get stats for this game for half time, and we can then maybe have a more informed discussion about what is happening in the game, and yeah, so that ways it'll be it'll be interesting how defenders now start the games from the goal kick. They pass it to the keeper, and then what happens? So I mean Arsenal players are basically in the D, and his Vicario, I mean, I have to be honest. I'm really surprised that Arsenal are still playing with 11 men. Timber perhaps should have been. should have been red carded. Maybe, maybe it should have been a red for Timber. I'm like that was a bad challenge from Timber. I was basically talking about him and his twin brother, Julian Timber, and yeah. So let's see how. By the way, corner for Arsenal. Spurs again poor from that's a dreadful corner. Trossard. Oh, Trossard slips. Still possession. Martinelli now. Udogi. Oh, Udogi on his right foot failed to clear, and Arsenal now have the possession. Have the possession. Here's Saka. Very little scene of Saka as well. Partey. Oh, nearly an own goal. Nearly an own goal. I mean, no, it was a shot. So goal kick. Goal kick. Sorry if I if I you know got your pulses racing. It was a shot. It was a shot. Not a back pass. And Vicario was cool enough. Vicario was booked as well, so he needs to be careful so he doesn't try and waste time and yeah. So game has turned into a spicy sort of a battle. Arsenal are coming more into this game and more into this game. It has become a bit spicy with that incident between Timber and Poro. Two fullbacks, one right fullback, one left fullback. Although Timber is a bit of a centre half, that's where he played for Ajax. And always Spurs on the counter. Good ball. Solanke. Shaw. Oh, deflected corner. Julian Timber prevents a shot from Brennan Johnson. Wasn't Solanke, it was Johnson. Similar sort of a hairstyle, although different build. So, although different build. So, yeah, 43 minutes played, still nil-nil, but Spurs have a corner. Solanke Romero up. Here comes the poor corner. Didn't clear the first man. Didn't clear the first man and didn't clear the first man. That's disappointing. So as we head towards halftime, Spurs will be disappointed that they haven't, you know, scored. Arsenal, I think, second half we will see a different sort of Arsenal. They need to win. I mean, they need to win. They need to win, and I mean, even at this early stage of the league season, and Kulusevski, a lot of players have gone missing. Kulusevski and others as well. And good pass. Son, he's been. I mean, like we haven't seen much of Son as well. Madison missing. It's like there's been no midfield. It's like attack against defense, fullbacks against fullbacks. Bentoncourt, Son go out wide to Johnson again. Madison, come on, have a over Bentoncourt, shoot. When Udogi, oh, ball one back, chance for Arsenal to counter. Shot by Brennan Johnson. Raya urges his teammates. And like this has turned into a spicy sort of a game and spicy sort of a game. 3 minutes added over the bar, over the bar, and like if Spurs lose this, they only have themselves to blame. Although we still have the whole of second uh, the whole of second half coming right now, and coming up, and 5 shots each. Arsenal have had more on target. I find that oh, another yellow card coming. Dominic Solanke, not sure what his role is. Nothing, but a Spurs player in, I think, Kulusevski and Van de Ven have been booked. Two Spurs players have been booked. What is he doing? Is he going for the spray or a red card in his back pocket? So that will add more added time on top of what we already have. And so Van de Ven has been booked, and then Kulusevski booked. And like, how can you book two players like that? Mickey Van de Ven has definitely been booked. I think Kulusevski has been booked as well. That's terrible refereeing. I mean, like if you give the first free kick, the second one doesn't happen. You Australian referee. That is really strange from Jared Gillett. And we have an Australian manager and Australian referee, and the rules are applied like this. So what happens is Mickey Van de Ven commits a foul. That's a yellow card. The referee plays advantage, and then there's another yellow card. Then you book both of them. Is it? I'm like, I mean, Mickey Van de Ven definitely should have been booked. Not sure about, not sure about, not sure about what's his name, uh, Dejan Kulusevski, and the half time is what, like 90 seconds, a minute away, or maybe 2 minutes away. So So, oh, half time. It's half time and it's nil-nil in the game between Spurs and Arsenal. Nil-nil. I mean, the game hasn't been short of talking points, and we will be talking about those talking points. So just let me just stop the clock right there. Uh, and yeah, so we will be talking about those things. Those things and half time it is and half time it is we will be talking about a lot of issues, including what I think might have been or could have been a red card to Quinton Tim or Julian Timber. Not sure why I am now taking the name of why I am now taking the name of why I am now taking the name of his twin brother. And and yeah, so we will be talking about that, but just before that, give me a minute, please. I'll be right back. I'll be just right back. Give me a minute. Just this family issue today that I've had to deal with, that I have had to deal with on a continuous basis, is just absolutely uh, remarkable, which I didn't, foresee. I'll be back. Just give me half a second, maybe, and and yeah. So just back, back in a minute. Just give me a minute. Guys, about that. Apologies about that, and I am back. I am back, and I am back, and yeah. So here am I. Here I am, and where were we? So we were talking about the game that is being played at uh, that is being played the game between Arsenal and Spurs. Of course, it has thrown me all over the shop, and and yeah. So just let me check if the volume is working. Yeah. So a good game so far between the two teams. It has almost had everything apart from a goal, and apart from a goal, which I'm pretty sure in the second half we will have a goal or two, and a goal or two, and yeah. So uh, I mean, Spurs for me have been slightly the better of the two teams in this game. In this game, 0-0 by the way, and if we talk about it, five yellow cards to Spurs players, two to Arsenal players. Maybe one could have been a red. Possession wise, Spurs with two-thirds of the possession. They've have had Spurs have had 67% of the possession. They have looked dangerous as well in that possession. With that possession, they have looked dangerous. I have to be honest with you. They have looked dangerous with that possession, and they have had a couple of good chances. Arsenal, I'd say they haven't looked the part with the likes of Rice and Odegaard missing. So this is one handicap that they have had in this game. And then yeah, chances in terms of chances. I mean, like Kulusevski had a good chance. Maybe Raya did well from one corner that he palmed away. Otherwise, it would have gone straight to Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson has had a couple of shots which have gone over the bar. Solanke, a header which was wide. Arsenal, I'm not sure. Gabriel Martinelli has had the best chance for Arsenal, and so these are some of the chances that some of the chances that that some of the chances that Arsenal have had. Martinelli's was the best, and apart from that, there have been a couple of crosses from Bukayo Saka, which haven't really troubled Vicario. I mean, if this game has, I won't say has lacked quality or anything like that, but in terms of clear cut chances or chances where you feel that the xg would have been slightly higher, there have been very few of them, and very few in terms of numbers. So that's one thing in terms of chances. So that's one disappointing thing from this game. I expected, given the two lineups, I expected a lot of goals in this game, and a lot of goals in this game. But sadly, uh, such is the nature of derby games that no team no team wants to lose the first goal, because in Premier League we have seen that very few teams recover after conceding the first goal. That ways, I mean, maybe both teams know that they can't afford to lose the game. That's why they are keeping each other at arm's length, and they are keeping each other at arm's length, and they don't want to get to a drift of of I mean, like, they don't want to fall too much behind so early in the season, and we see interesting things happen when especially after the international break, and we see international after the international break, strange things are likely to happen, and yeah, so I mean, a few players have disappointed me in what they have done so far in this game and in this game and I mean, one of them is definitely Bukayo Saka. We haven't seen the best of uh, best of best of best of Bukayo Saka. We haven't seen much of Dejan Kulusevski. Madison has been a bit of a hit and miss, to be honest. And I mean, like, Spurs would be really disappointed with how James Madison has performed in the Spurs kit. And yeah, the second half should begin imminently. Score, as you can see, is still nil nil. We will hope that. But I mean, like, I don't want you to get the impression that it's been a boring game or anything like that, but I mean, in terms of goals, I mean, goals are not everything for me. Um, I'll say that definitely, and goals are not everything, and but the goal mouth action has been minimal. It's a bit like midfield has been MIA for both teams, and has been missing in action for both teams, and yeah, hopefully second half it will be better, but not holding my breath for it. Last night I saw the game between Bournemouth and Chelsea. I expected more out of both teams, and uh, more out of both teams, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. The Chelsea quality, you could say, told in the end, and told in the end, and Chelsea walked away with all the points, three of them against Bournemouth. They were really unlucky. Bournemouth, that is, they missed a penalty. Evan Nielsen and other players as well were poor. Marcus Tavernier hit the bar. The game should be about to begin, so we will be getting ready about with that as well. Don't forget, we have Wolves versus Newcastle as well in what, 90 minutes or so. As a Newcastle fan, I am really looking forward to that, and and hopefully Newcastle can win. Hopefully Newcastle can win, and yeah, I mean, Champions League returns. Excited about that. Real Madrid, Stuttgart, Liverpool, Milan, and whatnot. Whatnot. Let's just get ready for the second half. As so, in terms of chances, I mean, um, would be interesting to see how both teams react in this um, second half. Uh, the chance to recover from a goal down or the time that is will be limited and will be limited. Would teams take the risk and throw men forward, or will they be happy to take a draw? Not sure if any of the managers would be happy with the draw. Ideally, this game coming so early in the season has 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 put a real spanner in the works. I mean, maybe if there was there were more games that had been played between 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 the start of the season and this game, we might have seen uh, a bit more. Will we see changes from either of the two managers? I'm not sure. uh, I'm not sure. I mean, Arsenal certainly haven't made any changes. I can see their teams out there. I can see the two teams, or the Arsenal team out there. They haven't made any changes. Raheem Sterling is sitting on the bench, and and Raheem Sterling is sitting quietly on the bench, and yeah, Solanke still to score for skill to still to score for Spurs. This is his second game. I mean, I thought he might have played more, but still his second game only, and yeah, still his second game, and and hopes and expectations are high from him, and hopes and expectations are high from Dominic Solanke. The second half is about to kick off. Is about to kick off. Uh, Spurs have kicked off, and here we go. Hopefully, it was. I mean, like before the start of the game, I said that we will see. My prediction was that we will see at least 3 goals in this game. I mean, we have to go some to see three, but we'd have to go some to see 3 goals. But there's always hope. And 5 Spurs players have been on booking, and has Martinelli. I mean, he's gotten really poor. Has Martinelli with the cross. Vicario collects and releases it to Udogi. I mean, Son up against Ben White. So out of the 8 defenders, 4 are on bookings. So hopefully we don't see. Uh, hopefully we don't see. Red cards that will definitely offside there. Darren can. I don't know why or how I know the name of this assistant, but I do. And Spurs win the ball back with Solanke. Here's Johnson. Oh, wide from a header by Solanke. That was close. That was close. And like far enough, but a good moment too. That's a terrible header. That's a terrible header, honestly. Kulusevski and Madison have taken the corner shot. Madison's cross. Oh, saved. Mickey Van de Wind's header is saved by David Raya. It's a foul. Oh wow. Eighth yellow card of the game. Eighth yellow card. Eight yellow cards. I mean, and like in the last 1.5 games that I've watched, I've seen 22 yellow cards being dished out. 22 yellow cards. 22 yellow cards. 14 yellow cards were given in the game between Bournemouth and Chelsea, and 8 yellow cards today. And we've just played about 50 odd minutes. 49 minutes and 24 seconds. Here's Kulusevski. Chance for a good cross. Terrible cross. Cleared away. And now Martinelli. Now Martinelli. Foul. And wow. Ben White concedes a corner. Corner conceded by Ben White. And can Spurs count? I mean, like, make this corner count. Can Spurs make this corner count? Here it comes. I mean, cleared by Arsenal. Van de Ven. No. Trossard. I mean, this game is uh, is is built for someone like Leandro Trossard to score a goal. He always pops up with important goals, and wouldn't be a surprise if he did popped up with pop up with a goal, and which gets Arsenal all 3 points, or maybe even rescued something. And the second half is yet to get going. Actually, it's a slower version of the second half. A slower version of the second half, and slower version of the second half. Well played. Throw. I mean, like, some players, attacking players, have been invisible basically in in this uh, in this uh, in this game. Heung-min Son largely disappointing. It's Romero. I mean, last 20 minutes of this game are going to be really interesting, and and risky there from Ben White. I mean, oh, good ball there, but Romero, Kulusevski given away. But that's the beauty. That's the beauty. That's what we like. I mean, has Timber, good sliding tackle, but he's in a wrong position. Romero again, ball give. I mean, throw into Spurs, and Spurs have a decent possession, but Romero now in decent possession. Oh, sorry, Spurs now in decent possession, and Romero is down injured, holding his left thigh, and I'm not sure if he'll be able to continue or not. And so Romero now down after that sliding challenge. Might be grazing of the grass, that kind of thing. So might be a grass graze. Not sure. I mean, like, looks like he'll be able to continue. It doesn't look like a pull or a strain or a whatever tear. I mean, tear that would be just disastrous for for like, I mean, like, Arsenal don't look their usual self, which is natural, I guess, because of the players that they have got missing, and because of the players that they have got missing, and Spurs. I mean, like, they are playing a team usually that usually gets the better of them, and it's a London derby. No one, I mean, apart from 3 points, there are other things at stake as well. So, so I mean, maybe it's natural Maybe it was foolish from me. Oh, chance for Arsenal to break from the left hand side has Martinelli. Poor ball. And Mickey Van de Ven mops up. The guy is quick. Like, you don't need me to say it. The guy is really, really, really quick. Mickey Van de Ven. And and I mean, I mean, whatever you want to call his defending, but the pace is frightening. Like as an attacker, he would have been. I mean, like he would have been a nightmare to deal with. It's Mickey Van de Ven on the ball, and Kulusevski looks like he's playing centrally, and here's Johnson. Corner to Spurs. Good defending by Gabriel. Good defending by Gabriel, and good defending there by Gabriel. Um, all he could do was block that shot, and that's what he did. That's what he did. Kulusevski to take. I mean, thankfully it won't be short. Ah, man, referee stops. Son and Trossard fighting among each other. Again, taken shot. What stupidity is that? Short corners. Free kick to Arsenal. I mean, maybe it will take a couple of substitutions to turn this game around because I mean nothing really is happening in terms of chances. Uh, the game since the halftime has oh, Timber. Oh, that's a weak cross cut out. Son on the left. Kulusevski. He's been really good for. He's been really good for tame effort from Johnson. I mean, the second half hasn't been that good. Hasn't been that good, and so far there's still 30-35 minutes to go if you add the added time, and and as players get more and more tired, fresh legs come onto the field. You do see games change. Maybe it's a game that is made for substitutes, and maybe it's a game that is made for substitutes, and perhaps it will take a substitute to unlock the the two resolute so far resolute defenses. And Spurs have just conceded 3 goals. Arsenal have conceded just a single goal, I think, in their 2 games. So two strong defenses, if you ask me. And I mean, we've seen very little of the fullbacks in attacking positions. Pedro Porro, Destiny Udogie. So is it a throw? Now corner to Spurs. Maybe it will take a set piece to. Maybe it will take a set piece to uh, to affect the result of the game. Thankfully, not many yellow cards have been coming in either. Yes, the Spurs corner to be taken. Here it comes, cleared away. Again, a poor corner, sort of. I mean, I won't call. Maybe I was wrong. It wasn't poor, that poor, but. Ocha! Oh, good block in the end, but a misunderstanding nearly led to a goal. Here's Martinelli up against Mickey Van de Ven. Mickey Van de Ven is really quick. Oh, 3 on 3. Saka. Saka. Can he do his? No. Saka. It was close from Saka. Again, Saka still has the ball. Corner to corner to corner to Arsenal, but the counter attack was nearly on there. The counter attack was nearly on, and Pedro Porro had taken one in the manly area for him, and is down. And guys, my target was to reach 400 subscribers today. If you can help, great. If not, fine. Just click like and get involved in the chat. I want to know where you are regarding the game and what you think. And and yeah, so Arsenal corner, here it comes. It comes. Header! Arsenal lead. Arsenal lead. Gabriel gives Arsenal the lead from the corner. Bukayo Saka corner. Gabriel scores. 1-0 to the Gunners. 1-0 to the Gunners. I wouldn't say it was coming, but it has come anyways. And Arsenal lead in the North London derby. Vicario once again blocked by his own player perhaps. And 1-0 to Arsenal. 1-0 to Arsenal. Gabriel Magalhaes, the centre half. Free header right in the middle of three. I mean, he was just 3 or 4, 5 yards out maybe. And 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 the goalkeeper honestly had no chance. So hopefully we will see more and more goals as the game progresses. More and more goals as the game progresses, and yeah, so it's 1-0 to Arsenal, and I wouldn't say they deserve that, but that's where we are. That's where we are. 1-0, and and the kickoff is now with us. I mean, Spurs now have approximately half an hour to change this thing around. Gabriel with the goal, the center half from a corner, Bukayo Saka corner. If you haven't seen it, I mean, terrible defending. No one marking him, or maybe he lost his man, and Spurs have all to do now. And Spurs up against it. Spurs are up against it now. I mean, Spurs need to be careful. They don't lose their heads. 5 of their players are on yellow cards, and 5 of their players are on yellow cards as well. So I mean, that's just atrocious defending, if you ask me. How can you leave the best header free like that? Free like that, and I mean, Spurs have have paid the price. Honestly, they paid the price, and they paid the price. Spurs, that is, and too bad for them. Too bad. Too bad for Spurs. So Johnson is off, and Bentancur is off. So Odobear, Wilson Odobear, and Papsar have come on. I'm not sure how that affects the Spurs formation. Even it's just the change of personnel, and it's the change of personnel, and and change of personnel. Here's Arsenal again. There's Arsenal again. I mean, like Arsenal, they seem to be buoyed by that goal, and I mean, like that's hacked clear by Gabriel, the goal scorer from the corner. I mean, Spurs have to get something out of this game. Otherwise, pressure on Ange is is uh, is going to be unrelenting, and like his playing style, his uh, his substitutions, everything, his team selections, everything will be dissected to the minutest of levels, and yeah. So I mean, 20 minutes. Arsenal, to be honest, they look they don't look like they'll concede. Spurs must make them on their on their con, if I can say so. And Spurs, and I mean, like these are strange substitutions. He's not changed much, and I mean, like he's just changed the personnel. The formation still remains more or less same, and will be interesting to see what he says in his interview. Again, a poor cross from the left wing, and Arsenal look comfortable now. I mean, like they know Spurs have to make foul against Spurs, which is, I mean, like I find it strange that a foul against Spurs has been given, and I mean I thought he won the ball fair and square. There, Son, no Romero, and yeah. So Trossard is down, requiring treatment, and like this looks like a tactical thing where Michael Arteta can impart instructions to his teammates, and he I mean Christian Romero. Just seen the replay of the goal. Christian Romero, terrible defending, and like goes missing, leaves Gabriel alone, and he makes Spurs pay. So 20 minutes to go, 20 odd minutes, and 20 odd minutes plus, I'd say 5 minutes at least of added time, and Spurs have to carve out at least two decent opportunities, at least two, I am saying. I mean, otherwise, this second half they have been so poor. I mean, I can't remember David Raya making a save in this second half. First half, yes, were good. Spurs were good in the first half, but second half, Spurs have been appalling. But here's a chance for counter. Kulusevski is not that quick, but Otto Bear is. Here he goes against Timber on a yellow. Take him on. Ah, terrible. Cuts in and then hits into defender's legs. I'm like, Kulusevski, Kulusevski, chance. Or, I mean, what idiocy is this? They don't want to shoot. They're leaving it for each other. I mean, like, Madison, what the fuck are you doing? You're renowned for taking shots. Take a fucking shot. That is a Hesar. Oh, too far out to take a shot, but straight at David Raya. It's like more like a back pass, to be honest. But James Madison, Ange Postecoglu is like spitting fire without speaking. He's spitting fires now, and his facial expression tells you that he's not happy. He's not happy at all, Postecoglu, and he's seething, and like that was a good chance for Arsenal to, oh sorry, Spurs to shoot, but players are more interested in passing it to each other, and not on a goal, or not taking a shot on target. So I mean, that is desperately disappointing from a Spurs point of view. Substitution, no, not substitution. And like you won't believe, the whole shirt, Leandro Trossard's shirt is torn. Whole shirt is torn, absolutely torn. I mean, some poor quality shirt making there by Nike. I think Nike make their kits, right? Or is it Puma? Not sure. Might be Puma. Don't want to sell Nike short, although they are free to send me samples to check out. Has Udogi infield. This infield. Son. Oh, terrible back pass. It was like tried flicking it back. Tried to flick it back. And these 15-20 minutes, the intensity is going to get us. The tension. Papsar. Mickey Van de Ven. I mean, a lot is riding on this game. Arsenal have a tough game next weekend. They travel to Manchester City. Rodri will be back. I mean, Dominic Solanke. He should have thrown his foot at it. Should have thrown his foot at it. It's just not good. Not good from Solanke. And the time, the clock ticks away as it always does. And I mean, I told you a couple of minutes ago that Arsenal need to carve out chances. Sorry, Spurs need to carve out chances, and they haven't done so far. They'll have more or less what 20 minutes by my reckoning, and they need to work Raya. Chance. Oh, Vicario. Offside. Offside. Offside there from. If you are an Arsenal fan and you're watching, I mean, there hasn't been anything in this second half that should worry you. If you are an Arsenal fan, there's nothing been uh, there's nothing there that should worry you. But still, I mean, if you aren't nervous, are you even terrible shot or cross by Madison? I mean, he has been a big disappointment for Spurs. Timo Werner is getting ready, and Arsenal now taking time out of the game. Jorginho is down injured. I was talking about the Man City game next weekend. Rodri will be back. Rice will be back. So two teams that will be you know that will be at more or less full strength. Not sure if Phil Foden will be back or not, and not sure if Phil Foden will be back or not. But it will be a good match. No Odegaard, no no Marino as such, no Marino as such. So I mean, like Kai Havertz has been missing in this second half. Timo Werner coming on. I'm not sure if pace is going to cut it. You need trickery, passing in in areas where you can work around. Number 10, Madison probably. Yeah, Madison coming off for Werner. Madison desperately disappointing, terribly disappointing. And Raheem Sterling is coming on, and so is Gabriel Jesus. Is it Gabriel Jesus? So two substitution for Arsenal as well. Trossard is one player coming off. He's put in a shift, although I haven't seen much of him in the game. And I am going to close this poll down now. I mean, the purpose has been served, and I mean, no point polling till the end because then the result is absolutely apparent. So that's the result of the poll. I'm pretty sure you can see, and yeah. So I mean, Spurs are not doing anything after having conceded that goal, and I mean, Spurs need to quicken the damn pace up. It's not going to do them any good. It's not going to do them any good. Spurs need to do something, and and Kulusevski, good defending in the end to get it away. Spurs still have the ball. About 9 minutes of normal time, 15 minutes give or take. Oh, is it? Could it? Wide from Sar. I mean, there's a check. Maybe there will be a check for penalty. Let's see if there's a check. I mean, oh, it's Timber maybe. No, he gets the ball, so no penalty. I wouldn't be giving any penalties for that. And he gets to the ball first and gets to the ball first, so no penalty for me. Ange Postecoglu face his face tells his own story. Right, Auto Bear. I mean, why? I mean, no Spurs players fill me with confidence that they will do anything. I mean, like it's too much of the same thing. Spurs will be on 4 points after 4 games. Again, there's nothing doing. Arsenal are camped in their own half, but Spurs can't make anything happen. It's a bad result for Spurs, to be honest. Cleared away again. I mean, like this is the way the game is going to go for the next another Spurs players Arsenal player down and another Arsenal player down. I mean, there will be a lot of added time. I'm pretty sure of that, and I'm pretty sure of that, and I mean, it's I mean, it might come back to bite Arsenal back, and Saka, I mean, is making a meal of it. I don't think there's anything wrong with him, and I doubt there's anything wrong with him. Is that corner Christian Romero? I mean, it goes over the head of Vicario and three Spurs players, Bentancur, Solanke, and Romero, are all standing on a line, in a line, and they got what they deserved, which was they conceded a goal, and and yeah, Saka going off. Is there going to be a substitution? Yeah, Ethan and Vaneri coming on. So Saka has gone off. Hopefully he'll be back for the Champions League game, and hopefully he'll be back for the Champions League game. And Arsenal, I'm not sure. Do you know who Arsenal are facing in the Champions League this weekend? And and I'm not sure who Arsenal are facing in the Champions League this midweek. And and a foul. Oh, chance for a free kick to be loaded in. Pedro Porro. take this free kick. Spurs would be hoping that we can put in a decent ball, but Son. I mean, may as well lose 2-0 trying to do something uh, because this isn't getting Spurs anywhere. Oh, chance for a counter. Can this bring the trap? Offside, offside, offside given. And like there will be a lot of edit time in this game, and as it heads towards its conclusion, what about 2 minutes of normal time? Solanke with the Romero with a header straight at Raya, and the danger is averted. Teddy Sheringham in the stands. He played for Spurs on in two different spells, and in two different spells he played for Spurs. Played for Manchester United as well. Scored. I mean, looks to me offside, but they were allowed to play on. I think Dominic Solanke falls down so much. It's unbelievable. Dominic Solanke. He reminds me of me when playing, but I am a lot older than Dominic Solanke, almost. I'm like, I shouldn't say this, but anyways, a lot older than Dominic Solanke I am. Werner, Raya collects. I mean, it was a decent sort of a cross, but too close to the goalkeeper, and 90 minutes are more or less up, and Raya will waste time. Let's see how much time is added on, and let's see how much time is added on. Jermaine Defoe is in the stands as well, in one of the post seats. 5 minutes? Just 5 minutes? How the hell are they just 5 minutes? What fucking joke is that? Saka, Jorginho, substitutions. 5 minutes? I was expecting there would be at least 8 minutes. I mean, let's get on with it. Is Wilson Odobert. Can Spurs snatch a goal? No support. Has to go back. Is Kulusevski over the bar, just over the bar. I mean, like that was a good effort. I mean, but I mean, like 6 inches over the bar comfortably. Raya knew that. Raya knew that, and yeah. So Raya knew that, and comfortably over the bar. till about three and a bit minutes remaining. Can Spurs fashion a chance? They failed to, you know, get a save out of David Raya since going a goal down. It's Odobear up against Timber. Again, straight at Raya. He catches it and wastes some valuable seconds from and invaluable seconds from Arsenal's point of view and valuable seconds from Spurs' point of view. That's uh, that's uh, that's how it is. About 3 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes remaining. I'm surprised there weren't more minutes added on. 2.5 minutes remaining, and Spurs. I mean, like the second half, I can't remember them having a decent attempt on goal, and Spurs have gotten what they have deserved what they've gotten, which is looks like pretty much nothing out of this game, and again 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a bit, and poor defending by Romero. Oh, ball given away. Jesus, Ranit should have gone in the corner, you clown. Oh, that's a foul. Oh, a fight might break out later. My worry is that if offside, it's Romero. I mean, playing up front now. Oh, deflected wide from Odobear. I thought, oh, offside, offside. I mean, like, yeah, offside. I mean, that might have been going in. I mean, it would have been a tough shot to save from Odobear, but Werner got in the way. And Postecoglu, I'm not sure what his emotions are right now. And Arsenal look home and host right now. One problem with Vicario is that he can't kick long. That's terrible from his point of view. Last chance saloon. Here comes the cross, cleared away, and that I think is that blocked, and that's I think is it. No, play goes on. Cross it. No, not sure what they are trying to do. And Arsenal have won. Arsenal have won the North London derby 1-0. They beaten Spurs by 2-0. Gabriel Magalhaes with the goal, and yeah, I mean, what do you say, deserved or undeserved, whatever it was a win nonetheless for it was a win nonetheless for for Arsenal, the Gunners against some. I mean, like they might say the circumstances. They've beaten their North London rivals 1-0. Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Magalhaes with the goal, and Gabriel Magalhaes with the goal, and yeah, I mean, it was what it was in the end. Some things might be questioned in the aftermath or something like that, but it was what it was in the end, and it was what it was in the end, and Spurs can only have themselves to blame. They were. I mean, they didn't do enough. I mean, Arsenal scored from a corner, and Arsenal scored from a corner, but Spurs didn't do enough. Spurs didn't do enough in the end, and they have been they have been punished. They have been punished in this game. They were pretty poor, if you ask me, in terms of chances. In terms of chances, they didn't create, especially in the second half. I mean, like, they basically were toothless. The three substitutions didn't add anything. Absolutely zero uh, to the quality of football that they played, and quality of football that they played, and 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 yeah, they were punished in the end, and 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 they are now, counting the cost of how this result is going to affect them going into the future games. The manager will come under consider more pressure, more pressure. It's uh, it's uh, it's uh, it's uh, I mean, it's not going to be easy for Postecoglu to defend this kind of result, and yeah. So I mean, it'll be something that Spurs will have to live with. They were, I mean, Spurs, in my opinion, didn't do enough, and they now have they they've 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 paid the price, basically, for this thing. Uh, Collectively, as a team, they were poor. Individually, they were poor as well. Individually, they were poor as well. They Arsenal, you could say, despite 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 uh, despite you know being sh- you know uh, missing some of their key players, have the North London bragging rights. Uh, I mean, Arsenal did what they had to do. Spurs were poor. Spurs were what they were, and in the end, a deserved result, in my opinion. A deserved result, in my opinion. Uh, Spurs didn't do enough, honestly, and Spurs didn't do enough, honestly, and have only themselves to blame. Only themselves to blame, uh, going further into the season. Um, I mean, first half they started off the brighter of the two teams, but then they in the second half, it's like they were devoid of any sort of confidence. They were devoid of any sort of confidence. They didn't do enough. They were lacking ideas. Their substitutions were poor. Their defending was poor. Arsenal, they scored from a set piece, and 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 their and their uh, I mean, what not, they just couldn't. I mean, Spurs could be playing till tomorrow, they would still not score, and they would still not score, and yeah, so they would still not score, and they would still not score, and yeah, so that's not not a good, that's not a pretty picture as far as and and that's not a that's not a good look for that's not a good look for them, and that's not a good look for them, and they have they have paid the price as well. So I mean, this certainly heaps a lot of pressure on heaps a lot of uh, heaps a lot of pressure on their manager Ange Postecoglu. Uh, makes next week's game between um, next week's game between Arsenal and Manchester City even more interesting. Um, Arsenal, you know, they dropped points against Brighton, uh, and City have been unbeaten so far in this in this Premier League campaign, and we'll see if Arsenal will be happy once again taking a draw at the City of Manchester Stadium, and and if Arsenal will be happy taking a draw at City of Manchester Stadium just like last time round, or will they go for it? Given the state of affairs, Rice will be back, but still no Odegaard, so I don't know how what Arsenal's strategy will be. But I'll be definitely watching that game, and doing a live watch along. So I'd be hoping that you do join me for that. It'll be a cracking match. It'll be a cracking match. But coming back to this game, it's it was. I mean, it wasn't what I expected. I expected more from Spurs, and and more from Spurs, but they were toothless. Honestly, I'm like, you know, I've been watching Premier League football since 2001. I know exactly, this is the epitome of Spursy performance. There's no shame in losing, but the way this this game Spurs lost is a bit of a disgrace, if you ask me. It's a bit of a disgrace. They didn't do enough. Timo Werner was a bad substitution for a bad substitution. Um, was a bad substitution for Arsenal or for Spurs. They should have done something else, and yeah, I mean, it was what it was. Anyways, guys, Just will let you know of the will run down the summary of this game, and then I'll take your leave, and we'll analyze the weekend as a whole in my next video, which will be later today at about 12 5 12:10 local time, which is IST, and hopefully you can join me then. And so I will be going through the whole of the Premier League, what has happened over the weekend. I'll be watching my beloved Newcastle United take on Wolves. Hopefully, good result for Newcastle as well, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. What I will tell you in the end is, I mean, Spurs started brightly in the first half. Uh, were unlucky not to not to have scored in the first half, but then in the second half it's like it was a different Spurs side. They 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 lost their all their hunger or anything of that sort, or so it appeared to me. And it was thoroughly disappointing from a Spurs point of view, and Arsenal scored from one decent chance that they got. Christian Romero, I mean, defending very poorly at from the corner, and yeah, they have they paid the price in the 64th minute, and Arsenal kept their lead, defended very well, and yeah, so that's how it ended. 1-0 to Arsenal in the end. Arsenal take the North London bragging rights, and that is all she wrote in her book. Arsenal happy as Larry, Spurs terrible. I mean, toothless, whatever adjective you want to use. Substitutions were poor and everything was poor. Anyways, I'll take your leave. I'll catch up with you later today, and so for now, thank you for joining. I'll see you later in my next video, and till then, take care, stay safe. Bye for now.